Okay, good afternoon. Thank you for joining our Zoom meeting today. Today is December 4th, 2025. It is currently 7:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Preston Jones, the owner of Final Whistle Sports TV. Cam, can you introduce yourself, please?
So, I'm Cameron Brew. I am the co-owner of FinalWhistle Sports. I help out with the kids and anything else Preston needs me to do. I also do a lot of the reporting.
Awesome, thank you. And Jack, can you introduce yourself as well?
I'm Jack. I'm a commentator and I do other stuff.
All right, thank you very much. We'll move on to the approval of the previous meeting minutes. I'm going to do first. Can I have a second?
I
Thank you very much. Okay. I'm going to request that we do skip the executives meeting in a breakout room because we're going to have two presentations today from two different people. So I'm going to request that we skip that. Can I have Jack and Cam's vote as well to skip that?
Yup.
Yep.
All right. If you guys need any information as far as current funds and stuff like that, either of the executives reach out to me and I'll get you that information of where things stand right now. Due to us skipping the executives meeting, there will not be an executive meeting report given today during the Zoom meeting today. If you would like specifics on any details, please email us at sportsfinalwhistle@gmail.com and we'll get you the information that you need. Can I have an approval to move forward? A second, please.
I
Okay, we'll take care of old business now. First, we'll talk about any complaints we've gotten. We've not got any complaints. Next, leave of absences for members. There is one on the list. It is going to be from applicant Preston Jones, and it is 12-20-2025 to 12-26-2025, and it is for winter vacation/travel. Can I have a approval on that, please?
Yes.
Okay, that leave of absence has been approved. And next on the old business, we will talk about the chain of command changes. We had one happen last meeting, but it was not announced. Will Diley will be taking Cameron Rosa's place in our student commentator and reporter position. That is our update. Okay, we're going to address today's agenda. We have 11 things on the docket, and we will move to that. Number one on the agenda is winter coverage plan continued. I have no updates on that. People will let us know when we are needed, and I'll sign as we go. The one thing is make sure you guys are looking out on your high task a few weeks out just to make sure you can make anything. Or if you can't make anything, let me know and I'll make some changes. Winter sponsorships, as it stands, we have two sponsorships, Kelly Nissan and Back to Glory Blasting. Both are renewing for the winter season, and both are paying $250 for the whole season, winter season. And we have not received payment from either of them yet, but they will have a deadline that I addressed to them in their email for renewal. But they have confirmed they're both renewing. We have no other sponsors that will be joining us at this time, but they have some time to still become an applicant for that. Okay, the next one's number 3, photographer position. I know we talked about that last meeting. However, I have some data that I did some research on, some increase in local sports photographers and how it's making how it's making the sports industry and sports entertainment industry a harder place to be in if you don't have one. So, with that being said, we have uh, approximately a 15% increase over the last year that are now being uh, in the Lehigh Valley, and it is 7% from 2023. So we're in 2025 now. So there was a drastic jump. So with that being said, I would like to offer our possible clients a photographer service, and we can talk about the pricing once we get a photographer approved. But that's something that I would like to offer just because it gives us that extra room to, expand our business. And also, it's a great way, you always see it on Instagram, people tagging each other, and they get good amount of clicks and views. People put stuff on their story. So, with that being said, I'd like to find a youth photographer, and I already have a few in mind that would love to join us and help us out with that. I know Will Diley is interested. I have another gentleman as well who uh, is a student and he's interested. So, with that being said, I would like to take a vote on adding a sports photographer's position to our team. They would not be an executive, but they would be under either Cam or Jack's leadership, as the juniors are. So, with that being said, I'm going to ask Cam for his vote, yes or no, on the sports photographer position.
Uh, sure.
Okay, Jack, can I have your vote, please?
I'll second that.
Okay, and I'm going to add to that as well. That is 3 votes, and the sports photographer position has passed. Going forward, we will get more information to have that sports photographer, and we will go from there. Okay, so one thing that I've worked on is updating our pricing because um, we need to do a little increase because we're severely under the average of how people are pricing themselves, and we're kind of undercutting ourselves. So I want to get the board's approval on each item on our list. And like I said, the sports photographer is not going to be mentioned in this because we don't have any of that worked out yet. But I'm going to present to you our current price for it, and I'm going to present our upped charge or our revised charge for each individual thing. So with that being said, the first thing we list as on our website, Final Whistle Sports TV finalwhistlesportstv.com is a promotional / coverage video. Right now we are charging $75 and I'm proposing a jump from 75 to 110. Uh, I'm going to approve that. Can I have approval from both of my board members? Cam and Jack, whichever, doesn't matter the order.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, the jump from 75 to 110 passes. Next, we'll go to a standard interview. We were charging 15. However, I would like to up that double to $30 for a single interview if we're heading out just to interview somebody. That should be at least a $30 job. Can I have approval from both board members on that?
Uh,
Okay, I
Okay.
heard. Okay. That has been approved as well from 15 to 30. Next, single game coverage. We were charging $55 per game and plus $10 for commentators. I would like to up that to from 55 to 84. 55 to 84 and keep the plus 10 the same. So 55 to 84. Can we get an approval on that?
I.
Okay.
Snake Aaron.
Okay, and we'll move next to full event coverage. This is for a full day, full event. Our current price for that is $300, and I would like to up that to $350. Can I get an approval on that, please?
Wait, what?
So full event coverage, uh, like if we're doing interviews and promos and stuff like that for a tournament or something like that, we're currently charging 300 for that. I'd like to up that to 350.
I.
Okay.
Okay, that has been approved. Live stream. We currently charge 120 per live stream plus 10 commentators. I'd like to jump that to $126 instead of $126 difference and the plus 10 commentators. Can I get an approval on that, please?
Okay.
Okay.
Our sponsorship is going to stay the same, 3 months, 250. Anybody have any changes for that? Or can we move forward?
We good.
All right, we'll move forward on that then. And our last uh, item here, our YouTube fans membership. Right now we're charging $3.99 a month. I would like to lower that price to $2.99 a month. Can we get an approval on that, please?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All items on the payment revision has been approved, and we will release those to the public whenever we can. Okay, number 5 is mileage reimbursement study continued. Jack, I know that you thought it was a waste of time the last time. Um, However, I think with a simple Google form or something after each event, we can maybe work that out. Do you still want to deny that and we can push it more?
Yes. Still deny.
Cam, do you have a approval or denial for the study to be ran?
Denial.
Okay, that is a 3-0 denial of the mileage reimbursement study. That study will not be ran. Next is number 6, our YouTube monetization guideline presentation. So I'm just going to go over a few things with that. So we
Guys,
had,
I'm sorry to interrupt. This is early here. I mean, I think that you guys are going through the lineup and agenda, what you have for your internal discussion. And I think that, I have no role to play here. I mean, I was here to discuss about what I can do in order to enhance the website visibility. So, Preston, what my suggestion would be, you guys can carry on with your internal agendas, and if you want to know something, we can have another meeting, where I can discuss or I can present everything to you and your team, whatever you want. Yeah.
sure, yep. If you're not willing to wait until we get to your point of discussion, then we can do something like
I mean,
that.
I have some other meetings lined up as well, and I thought that this would be a meeting where I would be discussing my stuff, what I can do for your channels and your website and your online presence. So, but yeah, I think that it's also important what you guys are doing. So you guys can carry
Yep.
on with your internal agendas, and we can schedule for some other time. That's not a problem. Okay.
Sure, yep. Email me with your availabilities and we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Since
Yeah. All right.
since this is a public board meeting, we're going over all of the agenda. But if you want
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
schedule something separate, we can work on that. So
All right. All right. No, I mean, I know that you guys have a lot of lists, and I might not be available till the point you guys covered all your points, all your agendas, whatever you have for your internal discussion. Okay.
sure. All right. Take care.
All right. Thank you. Have a nice one. Bye bye.
Okay, we'll move on to number 6 at this time. YouTube monetization guidelines presentation. So with our monetization guidelines. Um, we are now going to be making money from YouTube. So one thing that we need to kind of make sure we're doing here is making sure we know where that money's going. So I would like to say our threshold before we can cash out our money is basically $100. So that might take us 2 months to get to because of views, even 3 months, because December is going to be a slow month for us. We're not putting much out except occasional, I guess, YouTube shorts. Um, so I would like the YouTube money to go to business expenses as far as new equipment, paying for, if we have to travel far, paying for that gas, things like that, and we continue to run the paid events and use our sponsorship money as well to pay for our time. So would everybody be okay with that?
Huzzah. Jack.
Yup.
All
Nope.
right, sounds good. And I just want to give a reminder, we have 3 people currently on our business line. You could call in 484-275-0477. Please keep yourself on mute as well on that line. I had some feedback come through. Please keep yourself on mute. Okay, number 7, business number. Oh, we're going to talk about the business number now. Business number for communication of members. So we are at this time using our number. The 3 of us have access to that number. Should we let our junior members have access to that, or should we just keep that between us? What do you guys think?
Say that again?
I don't really care.
It doesn't really matter to you?
Nope. Whatever you think.
All right. Then I'm just gonna say, I mean, we don't get very money traffic through the number, so between the 3 of us, we can manage it. So, okay, number 8 is customer feedback form. So this is something that I really want to do, um, because it might help us out with identifying needs, identifying what we need to do. So I always send out an email prior to any paid event with a it's a sheet that the person we're going to work for has to fill out in order for us to work their event, and it is a uh, liability form basically, and saying that they're going to pay the full amount. So attached with that, I would like to attach a form that we can collect feedback from. So it would be, how are you satisfied with the product? How was your customer service? Stuff like that. Just because, we have gotten complaints in the past about just different nitpicky things. Just, overall our product's good, but little things that we can, and not saying anybody's nitpicking, but just little things really that we can improve on. So I would like to just get those, on paper instead of getting them a text or word by mouth, or just get them through the form just so I can make a checklist of what we need to improve on, so we can keep good uh, clientele, relations and stuff like that. So, is everybody good if we do that?
Yep.
Nope.
Okay, and what questions do you think we should ask on the form? I'm thinking, just quality of the footage, quality of the commentary if people do it. Um, what else do you guys think? I'll have to think about it, but what do you guys think? Anything?
Sounds good.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be very many questions. We can just, put a few on. And, I think customers like that too. If, it shows that we care, shows that we, know what we're doing. So, okay. Winter cancellation guidelines. So, if you're canceling for an event, I just put this on here just as a reminder. So if you're canceling for an event, what you want to do is, I had to do some updating of high tasks. Thank you very much, Jack. When there was a update, something got screwed up in our settings. So thank you for letting me know about that. So basically, you want to mark your assignment in red, and then you want to go in and call our business number, leave a voicemail with your name, the event, and why you cannot attend, and then it'll send me a little work order that I have to go in and unassign you for. So, and just make sure that we are canceling for uh, reasonable reasons, I'll say. Uh, we all have to put in some work. So, um, yeah. And not every event's going to be paid, but we're moving to a point where we're at least we were at one point 20% paid events only, and the other we were just working for free. But now we're at least at 60%. So we're going to keep that going up. But once in a while, there's going to be a few things for our channel that we just need to do because we need the footage and stuff like that. Okay, we're going to move on to our applicant, Markup Designs. Markup Designs, are you in the call currently? I believe they left, not hearing any. Permission to move on from one of our board members?
Yeah.
Okay, applicant. Next applicant, Apex Websoft, are you currently in the call? Not seeing anybody. Permission to move on?
Yeah.
Okay, at this point, our agenda has concluded. I'm going to request to move to public comment. Can I have a second to move to public comment, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. At this time, public comment is open. Would anybody like to make a statement or ask a question? Anybody on the phone line or in the Zoom call? Seeing none, hearing none. At this time, would any of our board members like to add anything for the greater good of the meeting?
Nope.
All right. I just want to again thank our people we're going to be working with this winter. That is the St. Luke Sports Center, the American Christian League Basketball League in the zone. I want to thank Liga Hispania for his John. John's there. John's a great guy. We're working with him more and more for his futsal uh, in New Jersey. So I want to thank everybody, and I want to wish everybody a happy holidays. We won't have another meeting until after the holidays, so we'll see you in 2026. With that being said, I'm going to request to adjourn the meeting. Can I have a second to adjourn the meeting?
Yes.
Yes.